You're welcome to today's episode of Kingdom Keys, which is titled Sacrifice for Change. Sacrifice for Change. As you know already, we are still dealing with the book of Genesis, and we are handling Genesis chapter 5 to Genesis chapter 8 today. The major key in that place is the fact that you and I are kings and priests unto the Lord. Kings and priests unto the Lord, as written in the book of 1 Peter chapter 2 verse 9 to verse 10. We are a royal priesthood, chosen generation, but we are called out to show forth, to demonstrate, to manifest the praises of God. Now, the praises of God talk about the power of God. They talk about the might of God. They talk about His power to make changes, power to create, power to move. Change is movement. Now, when we are talking about you and I having the power of change, God has appointed you His agent of change. Appointed me His agent of change. We do not initiate change. God has initiated change, but you are the agent. You are the facilitator. I am the facilitator. So you have the power to change whatsoever that ought to be changed. And that power is the power of God. You are a priest. You are a king. Now, history has its way that kings mark times. Kings mark times. In the time of King Herod, in the time of King Agrippa, in the time of this king, in the time of that king. Even in our modern time, you find out that there are epochs, there are periods in every country's history, which is marked by the dispensation of so-so administration or the other administration. But when we're talking about seasons, seasons refer to the events that take place. Seasons make reference to the main things that happen during a dispensation. Now, you are an agent of divine change. Change happens in a particular time. So being a king, sitting on your throne as God has put you, you are existing in this dispensation, and it is what it is because you are here. You are that relevant to God. You have the power to change whatsoever as God has provided, but then every sacrifice needs an instrument. Kings provide the instrument of sacrifice because they have access to wealth, access to treasures. And the priests make the sacrifice. Now you're a king, you're a priest, you provide and you make the sacrifice. God has equipped you. If you want to make a sacrifice for a change today and there is no object, talk to the Father. He will provide the ram of sacrifice. That's what He did for Abraham. Tell him, Father, I need the ram of the sacrifice. God has made it available to you and He expects some offering from you. He called Abel to bring an offering. He called Cain to bring an offering. He's calling you to bring an offering in order to make changes, because He's about turning things around in your life. He's about giving you that healing you want. He's about giving you that wonderful marriage. He's about making your life easy. He's about giving you that wonderful job, but you need to make a sacrifice. Be it a material sacrifice, financial sacrifice, be it sacrifice of your own time and whatsoever. Get committed to the Lord. Get more committed to Him. Just like the righteous Abel made changes, like the righteous Enoch made changes, like Noah made changes, and faithful Abraham, they all offered sacrifices. God requires a daily sacrifice from you in form of worship and other things. And you know one happy thing, a sweet thing? There is no judgment. There is no decree you cannot change. Welcome to times. Welcome to seasons. You mark times, you make decisions by offering your sacrifices. God is already out to have a new fellowship with you. He is out to make things easier for you today. All He wants from you is a sacrifice. A sacrifice. Remember, once you take that step of faith, He is already waiting. The Lord bless you as I pray with you this morning. By His faithfulness, the Lord will provide your ram of sacrifice. As I pray with you today, God in His faithfulness will provide your ram for sacrifice, and He will hear your voice in the name of Jesus Christ. God bless you. Remain blessed.